What's up, you guys? We are back here for the third and final wave of the night. I, for one, am very, very excited for this wave. We have a lot of heavy hitters, guys. It's going to be super exciting. We're starting off very strong. We have Scott Morrison here, the Kinetic Ninja from Kinetic Ninja Warrior in Bel Air, Maryland. This guy is very, very strong. I'm super excited to see how he does. Very, very smart competitor here, guys. And he gets through it super smooth, has no problem. We're gonna see a very clean run here, guys. I can promise you that.
Hey guys, Chris Wachowski jumping back in. So I was actually chatting with Scott, and he was a little nervous about some of the first obstacles.
Really?
He said that he had seen a lot of competitors go down. He was a little bit freaked out about it.
And I was just about to say, it doesn't look like he was very nervous, but I see there just that little mental mistake, went too high on the quad step.
That block.
And he doesn't like the block, as you guys probably heard. Want to jump over here?
Yeah, I'll take it.
So Scott is going to grab a drink and he's going to jump back in the stream and talk about his run with us.
Yes.
Which is going to be awesome. I love having the competitor feedback. I feel like it gives you guys a better idea of what is actually happening out there on the course.
Absolutely.
So guys, without further ado, here's Scott Morrison.
I just knocked over that. Hey, Naj, what's happening?
What's up, man?
Doing all right, except I almost took out the table.
That's okay. Hey, man, so tell me what happened here. It looked like you just had a little mental error, just forgot to step lower on that quad step.
Exactly, yeah. Those are the Velcro down blocks. You got to kind of watch your step on those. That was my fault there. This is a technique kind of thing. You got to watch for that.
Absolutely. And when I was speaking of technique, I was telling the viewers here that you were one of the ninjas to watch as far as technique and staying calm on the course. You never really seem to get panicked when you're doing these courses.
Thanks a ton, Naj. I appreciate that.
Is that the case, or do you just have a really good poker face?
I actually, about an hour before the comp, my heart goes crazy. I get all nervous about it. I'm overthinking it. When I walk up to the mat, it seems to settle out.
Okay.
Now that hour typically beforehand, I settle myself down, focus on what's going on. I mean, you just got to settle. That's all.
That makes sense. That's how I feel when it comes to the show, when it comes to American Ninja Warrior. When I'm sitting there and I know I'm on deck, I know I'm going to be going, I'm like one of the, next 10 or 15 people to go. My mind is going like flashpoint crazy. Like, it's just...
People don't realize what a mind game this thing is.
It's very mental.
You've got to be not only on point mental or from making your physical stuff happen, but you got to settle yourself. You got to control your heart. You got to not overthink some things and think really clearly about some other ones.
Exactly.
Like the step. I missed it. Stepped a little too high, man.
And it makes perfect sense. This, like you said, this is mental, and this has been a mental game for a lot of these athletes. This first obstacle has been very mental for a lot of these athletes.
There is definitely a confidence factor that is required on this one. And it is just a matter of confidence, because it is a big swing initially.
Yes.
But it's timing for the release. There you go.
Oh,
little short.
Just a tad short, about a foot too short.
The other thing I've been seeing a lot of is you've got to be really accurate on your direction.
Yes.
That is a small landing pad.
Yes.
It's taken out some really good ninjas just due to the fact that because this swing is so big, you have to be so accurate.
You have to be so precise. And it's you know what? And we've been seeing this from a couple of other ninjas who have been having a lot of success with it. They angle themselves to the right. They angle themselves to the right, and they have the most amount of success. And we see people who go straight on. For you, for instance, you went to the right, you had no problem with it. And then another ninja went to the left, went straight on, and they had a lot of problems with it.
Well, realistically, some of the obstacles are meant to really make you think. Our cannonballs right now.
Yes.
The way they're supported allow much more swing to as you're coming at them off the green wall to the right than to the left. And if you're not prepared for that, you can get really crooked up on them.
Absolutely.
But keeping it focused, again, playing the good mental game.
Yes.
Thinking about being calm, which direction you need to go to get to your ultimate goal.
Yep.
And it just kind of works through. Now Rachel's got a good grip here. Let's see what she can do on it.
Yes, Rachel Goldstein. This is one of the Final Five, right? One of the Final Five in Philadelphia in ANW 8. She's such a strong ninja.
Now I did hear that she is nursing kind of a shoulder injury. I'm not exactly sure what's going on there.
We see the KT tape on her shoulder there too.
Come on, Rachel.
One thing I know about is shoulder injuries. I'm going through one myself. They can be tough. That can be a mental factor in its own right. It's dealing with an injury.
This sport is a little rough on the shoulders.
Ever the gymnast.
Absolutely. Good exit. Nice rollout. That's what we do like to see. Safety rolls. Make sure you're not impacting too hard.
Better to be safe than sorry.
Well, the only nice thing about getting out is now later I can play on that trapeze. I really want to get to that thing.
The
trapeze,
is
that thing fun?
It's so much fun. Can you tell I had something to do with it?
Yeah. What, you designed that one, Nosh?
I had a little bit to do with it. I had a little bit.
Okay. All right. Well, no wonder it's so tough.
I'm excited to see how she does here. Rachel has a background in gymnastics, so she understands body movement and how to create momentum and the direction to put her body in. So I'm excited to see how she does here. She looks like she's got a really nice swing. This
she's
is
definitely
just
building up big enough.
This
Come on,
is
keep going,
confidence
Rachel.
here. She's got to commit and she'll be fine. She's got to commit. Come on, Rachel. She's got to commit.
Not that one. Now that's the
Come
problem.
on, Rachel.
If you balk at all.
Looked like more of a confidence issue to me, I think.
Yeah, I think she had a really good setup, and then she kind of balked right there at the end, which took away a lot of swing.
Yes, and I don't know, it's kind of hard to see from the live feed and on video from where the camera is angled, but guys, this swing is no joke. This trapeze swing, it's rough. It's far away. The swing is... I can't even tell what's the distance from the swing.
Not so much the distance as much as the degree of angle.
Exactly,
I mean, if you can think about it, you're swinging almost up to 45 degrees on the back, if not higher. Some of the younger guys during the demonstration earlier, those guys are amazing, by the way. I got to give Chris props for his demo, dude.
They have, and that's what it is. We have 12-year-olds demoing this course, and it has nothing to do with skill. It's confidence and fear, and the fear factor of it all.
They've had an opportunity to practice it, work with a lot of the coaches later on this afternoon. After their competition is done, they get their redemption time, their time on the obstacles. We work with them, we talk about technique, and typically those little suckers show us up real good. The kid obviously took real good direction and obviously mastered the techniques necessary. And I would prefer to do that so my mental game was a lot easier. You don't have the pressure. You just get to go out there and play.
And that's when we learn, you know what? All right, it has nothing to do with skill factor. It's technique and it's just committing. If you can commit to going for it, you will be fine. You will be okay.
Absolutely. Well, and that's one of the biggest things that the ninja community and the ninja sports environment has brought out. Building confidence in not only the kids, but the adults, everybody out there. When you get into a gym, if you try something, there is bound to be something that you're good at.
Yes.
If you don't have the upper body for a salmon, but you've got great balance, you can get on that. And that is a super way to have some success and some confidence.
Up on the course right now, we have Candice Leach. I'm excited to see this run. She's very, very strong. Oh, no!
Oh,
she went for it. It looked like she
man.
just went too early. She rushed it.
I think you're right. I think there was a little bit low on the parabola. They needed to swing up a little bit higher and let the lift happen before she let go.
And she, you know what? She's tall. She's one of the taller females out here, and it looked like she was a little low on the rope. If she would have gotten a little bit higher, it would have helped her create more momentum through the bottom of her swing. Oh,
absolutely. Yeah. The pendulum swing. Drew and I were talking about it yesterday. It's the science of how things work together.
Yes.
It is, and as a ninja, you need to know that kind of stuff. You need to figure out what direction you're going, how big, how fast, how you can adjust that. The trapeze is a great place to see that kind of happen. And even here, when they are stretched out, when their arms are long and when their body is long, the pendulum in the center of mass is lower.
Absolutely.
When they pull up, that's what speeds them up. Pull up, it shortens the pendulum and makes you swing faster. So it's long and then pull up.
Yes. This is Jessica Downey.
All right.
She's oh, here we go. She couldn't figure out the technique. That was a technique flaw. She couldn't figure out how to get her hips to rotate the weight in the direction she wanted them to go in, and she just couldn't figure out the technique there. I think that was the biggest problem for her.
And you can't be passive on that rope. You've got to kind of control what's going on with everything around you. You can't just ride the swing. Oh, now we got somebody coming up. Captain NBC.
We got a heavy hitter coming up now. We got a heavy hitter.
All right, he's going to make me look bad. He's going to fly through this course, probly. I can't really say. We don't know.
I'm really excited to see how Jamie does here. You know, he came and he talked with us during the second wave, and you know, he gave us a lot of really good veteran tips. You know, we found out that Jamie actually, he has a whole game plan for how he scopes out these obstacles. He actually went up to the second level there where you can see right above the Movement Lab logo, and he looked at where the pendulum of the swing was going. That is veteran experience right there. Something that I don't think really anyone else here, you know, or not many people here have done or even thought to do. I know I certainly wouldn't have. But Jamie, he has a very methodical approach to how he does these courses, and you can tell, you know, it's going to be very interesting to see how he does here. I'm super excited. I think we're going to have a strong run.
Jamie is a really strong individual, and
Yes.
people originally, when he showed up on the scene, he was not really taken all that seriously.
Right,
but this
right.
guy works his butt off, is a smart man, reconsiders everything, and understands body
Yes.
physics. So I got to give Jamie big props. And anybody that
Yes.
doubts his athleticism, come play with a guy. He will put you to shame.
Absolutely. I have taken a couple of classes with Jamie, and I mean, the amount of skill that this guy has is just out of control. You know, I was talking about it earlier. You know, he and Joe Moravsky were the only two competitors to get through the city finals in Cleveland this year. And I mean, that in its own right says something.
Well, anytime you can keep up with Joe, that's a good thing, man.
Exactly.
But all right, so let's see how he handles the trapeze.
I'm
He's
excited.
got a great swing.
This was the obstacle he was most looking forward to.
He's not typically very scared of
No,
anything. This
no,
guy's
not at
got
all.
some confidence factor. He can do this.
So excited to see how he does here.
All right, so watch him shorten
Jamie's
the
a flyer.
pendulum, lengthen the pendulum.
Nice.
Shorten.
Huge swing going already.
stretch,
No problem.
lengthen.
Boom.
Easy.
No problem.
This unstable bridge jump is no joke either.
You can't take it for granted. You can't take any of these obstacles for granted. A guy like Jamie, though, a parkour specialist, I didn't have much worry with him here, though.
I wouldn't be surprised if he could almost Kong over to those pegboards.
Oh
you know,
my
I mean,
God,
this
that would be
guy is
awesome.
a super strong
He's
guy.
so, anyone who follows him on social media, his Instagram, I mean, you can see this guy practices parkour. Is his bread and butter.
Do you know his Instagram handle?
His Instagram, Captain NBC.
Okay.
Nice.
He got it. Good job,
no
dude.
problem. No problem.
All right, now time on that obstacle ends when you pull the first peg, right?
Yes, time on that.
All right, so
when
he's
he pulled-
already
he's
under
already
the next
on the second
obstacle.
one.
Didn't need any break, any rest.
You know what? I'm calling it. I think we're gonna see a finish here. I really do.
You think?
I really do.
I certainly know he has the skills.
He's got the stamina. He's got the endurance. Like I said, he was one of two finishers in the Cleveland City Finals this year at A&W.
Man, the kid's, he's got skills. He's really super strong.
Yep.
About the only thing that could take him out now is some sort of
mistake.
Well, yeah. Let's hope it's not a mental one. Come on, Jamie. You
Now,
got
guys,
this.
you guys see he's not allowed to use his feet on the net here. I know you guys at home are probably saying, why isn't he using his feet? It's one of the rules that we have for the course. You are not allowed to use your feet. But he has moved on to the next obstacle. He is now on the salmon ladder.
Is that all? Oh, no, that's good. It was the time. All right. There was an option. It could have been a mental issue. It was our issue on this side, watching things going on. Let's
Yep.
see how he handles the salmon ladder. Come on, Jamie.
Here we go.
Maybe the obstacle that was to tire you out tired him out. 'Cause
But you
Jamie
know what?
has pumped through that thing a number of times.
Let's take a look at the leaderboard now, because that will put Jamie Ron in first place. He has dethroned Daniel Champagne. That was such an impressive run. Like I said, I've been saying from the beginning, we got three heavy hitters.
Oh, absolutely.
Jamie Ron, Drew Dreschel, and Adam Rail. You know,
Yeah.
those were my picks for the top spots. So, you know, it shows right here on the leaderboard now. So far my prediction is going how, you know, I thought it would.
Where you at?
Right here.
All right.
All right, guys, let's head back over to the main stream here.
All right. So who we got coming up?
Let's see. Mac Tarpey.
All right.
Mac Tarpey is who we have on the starting platform right now. I don't know this guy very well. I see that he has not qualified yet.
Okay.
So I'm excited to see. I'm excited to see this run. I really am. I'm always excited
anytime
to
we
see
have
the
new ninjas, I'm
Exactly.
excited because
I'm
you
always
learn
excited to see.
every time. There's something. They bring something else to the pit.
Exactly. It's the unknown ninjas you have to look out for. I mean, like, look, you know, this year with Judas Caldera, I mean, look at him. He's been,
Oh, yeah.
he's been on fire this year, you know. Oh, just step back. I think
All right,
if
I think he could have had one more swing.
One more swing
would
yep.
have done it. Super cool, though.
Like I was saying earlier, though, you can't take any of the new ninjas, the ninjas who are bursting on the scene for granted. Like I was saying earlier, Judas Caldero, I mean, this guy is a monster. He was the very first guy that I know to do a backflip on the salmon ladder. And then, you know, he gave me the idea to do it, but I mean, the guy is just amazing. He recently posted a video of him doing, he did something on his Instagram. It was a one-arm salmon ladder. I know Jeff Britton did that, but I feel like it was something. A one-arm salmon ladder transfer, I think it was.
Oh.
Was that it? I think that's what he did. It was nuts.
I'll have to look that up. That'd be cool. All right, so his line looks good. He seems like he's in the right direction.
This is AJ Gazzillo.
Oh,
a heavy fall.
I don't like the hands down. Ladies and gentlemen, look out for arms.
Yes. And we were saying this earlier, Jamie Ron gave us a tip. Do not put your arms back. When you fall, it's better just to tighten up, safety roll. You know, do not put your arms behind you. Your elbows only bend one way. You do not want them to bend the way they will if you put your hands behind you. So never put your hands behind you, guys.
Yeah, my gym, Kinetic Ninja Warrior, we do our back safety rolls every single practice. You come in there, that's part of the warm-up. You have to make it happen.
By the way, location, everything, so everyone knows, everyone who's listening.
We're about 20 minutes north of Baltimore, right in Hartford County, the little town of Bel Air. Right at the junction of Route 1 and Old Route 1. They put in a bypass. But opened up last Thanksgiving with the Ninja Warrior stuff. I got a 10, 12, 14-foot warped wall, tons of obstacles.
Awesome.
Hosted a competition earlier this year, and Kyle Soderman was the big winner on that one.
Very cool.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God, Kyle Soderman, he's fantastic. That guy's amazing. He's so strong, so fast.
Well, I was pretty pleased. We got a good run of obstacles that day.
Very cool, very cool. And speaking of Kyle Soderman, mistake me if I'm wrong, but he is doing Beastmaster this year.
I do believe that
he
as well as another ninja friend of ours, Colt Scott, is also on Ultimate Beastmasters 2 on Netflix. I believe that comes out December, I want to say 5th, 6th, something around. I'd have to look it up. Check your Netflix directory, folks. As soon as Ultimate Beastmaster 2 comes on, please go on there and support our ninjas. We got Kyle and we got Colt.
And Colt. Two very strong ninjas. I'm super excited to see how they do on Ultimate Beastmaster 2. Different take on Ninja Warrior. I'm super excited to see how they do. Such strong ninjas. I've gotten to compete with these guys, and they are no joke. So I'm super excited to see how they do on Ultimate Beastmaster.
And the National Ninja League does not discriminate.
No.
We will take Beastmaster ninjas.
That's right.
Anybody. You come on out. American Ninja Warrior ninjas, Beastmaster ninjas, Spartan, anybody, come on out. Try the Ninja World.
Absolutely. Yeah, we were talking about it earlier with Jamie. There's so many different competitions, off-season competitions from the shows now between, NNL, UNAA. There's also Rockford Ninja Warrior. There's Wolfpack Ninja Tour. Now there's ANWE.
Experience, yeah.
So many off-season competitions going around now. There's always a chance to learn. There's always a chance to get better and hone in on your skills and weaknesses. It's amazing.
Well, obviously you're following us on Facebook, so you're already interested in what's going on around here and what's happening in the ninja world. People, do yourself a favor. Go out there, check your local community. There's bound to be a ninja gym opening up anytime soon.
Absolutely.
Keep your eyes out for them.
And also, guys, keep your eyes out for ANWE, the dates and when we're going to be out. And I'm a part of ANWE along with some of the other ninjas who are here today.
What is that?
Drew Dreschel. ANWE, American Ninja Warrior Experience. We are getting, hang on, you guys. I'm not sure if the video feed went out on you, but we don't have a video feed. And now we do. Now we're back. But back to what I was saying, ANWE, hang on, we might have a little controversy on the course right now.
Sadly, there was not a reset back on the pegboard. When he got ready to attack the obstacle, it was not prepped for him. And NNL rules state that if there is ever an obstacle failure or ever an obstacle that has not been reset, you terminate your run right then and there.
That's
wherever
right.
that might be your best time, but you were given a second opportunity to run later on in the same wave if possible. And once you have that opportunity to run, then whatever best score you get is the one that's entered into the books.
Thank you for that, Scott, because that is a very, very important note. Very, very important note, just because sometimes, these things happen. There are mistakes on the course, but it's very, very important to know, just for the fairness of the overall sport, for the athlete. It's not the athlete's fault. Mistakes do happen on the course, but we want to make sure we're fair to everyone and that every competitor gets a fair run on the course.
Well, when something's based on time, and sometimes it's down to the millisecond, you've got to be at least consistent across the board for everybody.
Exactly.
And sadly, pegs didn't get back in their original starting space. And listen, we're all human. These things happen. We try to make it work through as best we possibly can. And hopefully this young gentleman will get another opportunity and go just as far, if not further.
But yes, going back to what we were saying before, ANWE. So a couple of you guys were asking about ANWE. Yeah, we do have a couple of competitions, 2 confirmed spots right now, confirmed locations: San Diego and Phoenix. Phoenix is going to be first. Phoenix, Arizona is going to be in February, and then the next event is going to be in San Diego. They're going to be super cool, you guys. And if you didn't hear us talking about them earlier, ANWE is going to bring, it's American Ninja Warrior experience, and that's exactly what you guys are going to get, an American Ninja Warrior experience. You know, you see the course in person, and it's such a, it's mind-blowing to see it in person compared to seeing it on TV. Everything's bigger. It's just, you really can't take in the scope of how big everything is and how mind-blowing these obstacles are unless you get the chance to actually get up on that starting platform.
And at the experience, though, you'll have a chance to do that. You can sign up and get on there?
You can sign up and you can get on the course. Not only can you get on the course and compete, but you can be trained by some of the pro-level Ninja Warrior athletes. We have a couple right now. Myself, I'm a part of ANWE. Drew Dreschel, Daniel Gill, Abel Gonzalez. We also have Barclay Stockett, Jesse Lebrecht, Alyssa Beard. We have, and there's going to be more, you guys. We have so many ninjas, as well as a legend, Jeff Britton, one of the 2 American Ninja Warriors. Oh no! He just lost his grip.
Lost his grip.
But as I was saying, you guys, we have a legend, a part of ANWE, Jeff Britton. He went the distance with Isaac Caldiero, and he is the only Ninja Warrior to complete all of the obstacles. He completed city qualifiers, he completed city finals, and then he went on to beat all 4 stages in Mount Midoriyama. The only Ninja Warrior to do that to this day, and he is a part of ANWE. So you get to learn from a legend. It's going to be very, very cool. It's going to be exciting. I'm super excited for it. I know you guys are all excited for it. People have been waiting forever. People have been waiting forever for something like this. So I can't wait.
On the actual course.
To get on the actual course. You don't have to put in a submission video. You know, you don't have to go through any of those annoying things. Everyone gets a chance to do this, so it's going to be very, very cool.
Hey, Naj, I got to take off. Miss Paula, my wife, is going to be running around in just a few minutes, so I want to go coach her along, get her going. Thanks for having me, bud.
Hey, no problem. Thanks for coming to talk to us.
So, what's up, guys? Chris Wachewski's back. So, I wanted to clarify what happened earlier with the run. I'm sure there's lots of questions coming from the live stream. So what happened is, unfortunately, one of the obstacles was not reset. We've had this happen at a few comps before. It's very unfortunate. But what happens with the NNL rules, any type of course malfunction, we rerun the competitor from the start of the course later in the run order once we've given them fair rest. So Jonathan will be running at the end once he is fully rested, and he'll be running the course again.
Cool. Sounds good. Yeah, we were saying earlier, you guys, like, mistakes happen, but we want to make sure we are being fair to every single competitor. And I'm glad he's going to get the chance to rerun. He was looking very, very strong out there.
Yeah, it's a really tough situation. Luckily, we've had instances like this happen before, and we have rules in place for how to handle it.
Yes. Braden, what's up, dude? I really appreciate that, man. Thank you. All right. Up on the course now, we have Matthew Gardo.
Matthew actually owns Freedom Gymnastics. They are going to be hosting an NNL in the Poconos this winter. A little bit of a risky move going to the Poconos in the winter, but his course is totally worth it. I don't know if you've seen, a lot of guys train at his gym, but they have that huge dragon pegboard.
I want to do the pegboard so bad.
I want to do it so bad. A lot of people brag about getting a single lap on it, and I'm wondering, how hard is this pegboard?
To go back and forth? I've been thinking going back and forth. If you guys can, definitely look at the Pocono Ninjas gym. It is amazing, so you guys can see exactly what we're talking about. It is so cool.
Okay. What if the person was the last runner and the obstacle was not reset? In that instance, we will let them run whenever they feel they're adequately rested. So we would leave it up to the competitor to decide when he felt like he would have an equal opportunity to go.
Yes.
Now, lucky for us, that hasn't happened, because that would kind of stink for us to just wait around for that last competitor.
Matthew looks like he's running out of steam here.
Yeah, he's really getting gassed on this one.
He is. You know, we were talking about this earlier. This is one of those obstacles you have to commit to. Matthew had a lot of really good swings that he probably could have gone on, but it's very mental. You know, you want to take that extra swing to be safe, but it can end up hurting you in the long run.
Yeah, and you can see he's just getting pumped out on that first obstacle.
Pumped out and frustrated.
Yeah, I'm not sure if you can tell from the live stream, but he's definitely visibly frustrated with this. It actually looks like his swing is getting less.
It is. Well, he's taking a lot of heavy steps and just walked off of the obstacle. Took a lot of heavy steps. He was a little too low on the rope, and he was taking a lot of heavy steps on the mat, which was slowing down his swing. If he would have been higher on the rope, and if you got to treat this obstacle more like a tap on the ground, like you're on a skateboard, I feel like, you know what I mean?
Yeah,
like
you
don't
really
want to
do.
make
You got to
heavy,
be light going into it.
Exactly. You don't want to take heavy, like, stomping steps. I think that's going to hurt you in the long run.
Yeah, those competitors that are stomping are really killing their momentum.
Exactly.
There is no time limit or no certain number of swings.
Yes.
Braden, what we've been seeing is competitors are just pumping out, and then they're trying to go.
And getting frustrated. I think that's the biggest thing. You can't get frustrated. You have to remain calm. We've seen ninjas get on this obstacle, not have a great swing, take a couple of chances, but end up figuring out in the end. The ninjas who are getting frustrated are just, you know, they're in their own heads about it, and they're not able to figure it out because they're not thinking calmly, they're not taking not giving themselves a chance to really figure out the obstacle.
So speaking of frustration, every year I book my NNL comp on Thanksgiving weekend, hoping to have a small turnout because I just want to have a nice light event because I have so much other things going on. And for some reason, people keep signing up. I had a horrible first obstacle that took out like 80% of the competition last year. People left visibly frustrated, yet we had 80-plus competitors sign up again. Why do people keep signing up, Naj?
You know
I
what?
keep trying to deter them, and they won't listen.
Because people are stubborn, and they want to beat the mastermind behind the course. And I know me personally, whenever I pump out an obstacle, I make it a point to get back there as soon as possible. So I think that's more the case.
So next year I should just make my course way too easy, and then people will stop coming back.
Yeah, but don't do that. Oh no! And Chelsea just goes out. She wasn't able to figure out the technique. I know she's been working a lot on her upper body strength, and it looked like it just was a little bit too much for her tonight.
Yeah, it's a tough one out there. It's fun watching them get pumped out on the first obstacle.
Yeah, this is fun. This is a fun course, Braden. This is a really fun course. You know, we wish you could be here too. This is pretty awesome. I wish I were out here competing.
Yeah, when we went through the testing, I remember how excited Naj was. He was just like, oh my God, I want to compete on this course. This course is amazing.
You know what? Like, I love the flying obstacles. I love anything I get to swing and throw my body, you know, somewhere else. Like, this course is pretty much right up my alley, honestly. Big swings, you know, a little bit of upper body, a salmon ladder. What more could you ask for? A trapeze swing. It's not fair, you guys. It's not fair.
Sorry, Naj. Sorry.
Come on, Mark. Big kick.
But on the plus side, Naj, you were able to test and demo all day, so you got to do it a lot more than everybody else.
This is true, but it's not the same as competing.
Come on, Mark.
So I'm curious, if you were an athlete, though, competing.
Yes.
And, well, first, which obstacle would you be most afraid of, if any?
Honestly, I would not be afraid of any obstacle. I would be afraid of gassing out. And I'll tell you this, Jamie Ron was one, I've been saying it all, you know, this entire wave. Jamie Ron was one of two athletes next to Joe Moravsky to finish city finals in Cleveland this year. I know he has amazing endurance. I know he has great upper body strength. And, you know, the guy has upper body strength for days. So if he pumped out on the salmon ladder and an obstacle that I know he can truck through, that tells you something about this course. So I think I would be more worried about when I should pace myself, when I should pick up the pace, and that would be more my concern.
That was definitely one of the things that we found in testing was that we got pretty winded as we were going through this course.
It's that trapeze swing. I think it's the trapeze swing. You don't realize how much energy you're putting into that obstacle.
I think part of it too is coming off of parkour run. Athletes tend to hold their breath as they do those big explosive movements.
That's true.
So you start at getting winded, and then you go into that big trapeze swing.
Looks like her angle's off. This is Heather Petty.
Tell those kids to get off the obstacles. They're kidding.
Do you have any other? Yeah, I don't think we have any.
Oh, no, and Heather just steps right off of the mat.
She was pretty close, though.
She was. She looked really good.
She was right there. Braden, you said you missed the qualifying in your town. What town are you in? Which event did you miss? We're curious. I definitely want to know because like we've been working to get more events throughout the U.S.
Definitely.
We find that the events that do best are ones where there's a bunch of NNL gyms clumped together. New Jersey's kind of like the ground zero for the comp, so
yes.
we have a ton of gyms around here.
Yes.
Haha, Lucas, that is a problem that we're currently working on. I've already contacted the board of directors for the NNL, and we're going to figure out what we're going to do about that because it's a new problem with our organization, something that we haven't had to face before.
Yes.
Yeah, so if you guys aren't looking at the live chat, what Lucas is asking is, what happens if there's only 2 girls that clear past the first obstacle?
Yep.
And that's a tough one. Some of the talks are about, do we do who made it the furthest off of the rope? Do we do it who dismounted off the rope fastest?
I would say
it's a tough one to decide.
It really is, and it's tough, and it would be a little too technical, maybe. But I would think in that case, maybe it would be who got on the rope fastest, who started their swing first. But then you come down to the milliseconds, which is even tougher.
It's going to be crazy. It's going to be a little too much. I'm curious what the live stream thinks. Like, what do you guys think should be the fair way to do it? And actually, Naj, I'm going to have to jump out, so I'm going to leave you for a minute, but I'll be back in a second.
Sounds good. Let me answer your question, guys, the best that I can. But yeah, like we were just talking about, me personally, I think it would come down to the milliseconds of once the timer started, who got on the obstacle fastest, who started their swing right away, and that would come down to the milliseconds. So we would have to go back to the camera review and look at exactly who got off the mat fastest and started their swing. And this is an obstacle we have been seeing, have been giving a lot of athletes problem. It's a very, very fun obstacle. Yours truly may have had something to do with it. But he looks like he's getting a big swing, and he makes it to the cat onto the Bertha box. Now he's going to dyno up to the unstable bridge and knocks over the mat. Good save. Good save. All right, now this is very interesting. This is an athlete I haven't seen before at any other NNL comps. He has not qualified yet. This is Les Bradley, so we're going to see how he goes through this Kong onto the mini tramp here. Oh, no. Bad bounce. Bad bounce.
Literally.
Approved Nova Ninjas CrossFit. Yes. That would be great. We're going to have to talk to Chris about that. Max, we're going to have to talk to Chris about that. That's a good idea, though. Maybe we can make that happen. Also, maybe calculate...
A quick break to hear from our sponsors.
Oh, hang on one second, guys. We are going to do a quick break, and we're going to hear from our sponsors. We will be right back in a moment.
That last beep is when you're going to begin. Thanks to NinjaWorks. Check them out.
Okay, it's time forward with our buzzer and the activating of lights. They got the beeping noises. This is full-on official NinjaWorks, the ultimate in ninja timing systems.
If you're a Ninja Warrior gym owner, I highly recommend you check out the NinjaWorks system. Go to ninjaworks.com, the ultimate in ninja timing systems.
I think it's one of the best things that a gym could purchase as far as like giving the consumer the real experience for Ninja Warrior. There really is nothing else like it on the market, and nobody else does it better than NinjaWorks.
If you got a gym and you want to set yourself up with some of the most legit stuff like the show, you got to hit up NinjaWorks.
Definitely a must for any ninja gym if you want to be a serious ninja gym.
And we are back, you guys. That was NinjaWorks, our sponsor. They're responsible for the cool lights you see going around the gym right now. Woo! And we have nice backflip. And we have Mark Antokua here. Now, this guy trains here at the lab, so I'm really, really excited to see his run. I have trained with Mark before. He is very, very fun to train with. Definitely an unorthodox approach to how he gets these obstacles done. Let's see if he can figure out the swing, the pendulum of the swing here. Got a huge swing going. No problem. Plenty of speed. Coming in hot. Yes, Drew is here, you guys. We're going to be seeing him run later on. I'm super excited to see that run. And yes, yes, Braden, you can tell a lot of these obstacles are flying obstacles. This is my home gym, so you know I was going to have a course. Me and Chris were going to create something where you could clearly tell. Yes! Oh, good save by Mark Antoku. I was clearly going to help out make a couple of obstacles that were going to help embrace the flying atmosphere that you guys can tell that I'm all about. And speaking of flying, obviously you guys know that I probably have something to do with this obstacle here. This is actually a pretty oh no! I was just asked a question. Have I ever talked to any companies about getting sponsored, like New Balance, Asics, big name companies, you know, things like that? I actually have, so I can't really talk about it right now, but there are a couple of companies I'm talking to at the moment, and a couple of things that are being set in place, and they're going to be announced very soon. I can't tell you guys when, nothing's confirmed, but I am in conversation with a couple of big name companies I'm super excited about, and hopefully we'll be able to give you guys some insight very, very soon. Philip Scott, you were absolutely right. The first obstacle, it's not that hard. It really isn't. I think the first obstacle is starting to get into people's heads. You know, once you see someone go down, you start thinking, all right, maybe this obstacle is harder than it looks, and you start doing things that you wouldn't normally do in a competition. I know that's been the case with me with most of the NNLs that I've been to, season 1, 2, and currently this season. My biggest fear is balance obstacles. I do not like balance obstacles. I like flying through the air. So whenever I see a balance obstacle and it starts taking out strong ninjas, it really gets in my head. This has been the case with High Exposure and not Real Life Ninja Academy, New Era Ninja NNL comps that I've done. I went out on both balance obstacles in those competitions, and it was because I saw big name ninjas go out. You know, I saw a lot of ninjas go out on the last balance obstacle at High Exposure, and then I saw Joe Moravsky go out at New Era Ninjas, and it got in my head. And I think that's what's happening to these ninjas here. They're seeing a lot of athletes go out on this obstacle, and it's getting in their head. You need to remain calm, you need to relax, and just remember to do what you first plan to do, and I think you'll be fine. And learn how to swing too. Yeah, that definitely helps. Yes, I have competed on a few. I've competed on a few Ninja Warrior shows and competitions. I've been on a couple. Yes, it's me. I am. You're truly the Flying Phoenix. Maybe I should have said who the commentator was earlier. Oh no, he went out on the obstacle here, but like we were saying earlier, this obstacle I think is just starting to get into a lot of the ninjas' heads. It's not a hard obstacle, it's really not. We had a lot of the teens do this obstacle, no problem, and I mean these teens are literally just turning teenagers, they're 13 years old. We had a couple of 12-year-olds do this obstacles. In fact, our testers and our demos for the obstacle course today are 12-year-olds, and they've been showing everyone how it's done. So yeah, no, the obstacle in particular is not hard, but mentally I think it's getting in the guys' heads.
All right, up now, give it up for Tyler!
All right, now we have Tyler up on the course, you guys. I'm super excited to see this run here. This guy is very, very strong. If I'm not mistaken, I believe he was the NNL teen champion now in the adult comp, and made that obstacle finally we have an obstacle made, you know, excuse me, getting a little tongue-tied here. We have a competitor making the first obstacle look easy. This guy is very, very strong, super calm. I know he's trained with Drew Dreshel in the past. He is super, super strong, very calculated. He's taking his time here. Let's see how he does here. No problem, one step through everything. We're gonna see how he does here on the trapeze swing. Philip Scott. You're tied with me at NNL points. That's awesome, man. Hey, listen. Great job, because you know what? It's hard getting NNL points. I have not had the best of luck with it. I think my talents lie on the show. NNL is tough, you guys. It's definitely a different dynamic from the show. It's funny. I had a conversation with one of the ninjas earlier. I think I have better luck on the show because the obstacles are, you know, they're different. They're very simple. They're calculated. And here, oh! Good job, Tyler. He was taking a lot of swings on there. I'm glad he was able to figure it out. But like I was saying, you guys, NNL and the shows are a lot different. You see, with NNL, you never know what you're going to get. The course is usually created from the imagination of the gym owner or the employees of that gym. Clearly, as you can see with this course here between Chris Wilczewski and myself. But when it comes to American Ninja Warrior, there's kind of a blueprint to the obstacles you're going to see, and you're not going to get that here in NNL. We got Judas Ladera walking over by us. I'm super excited to see his run. But like I was saying earlier, guys, sorry for getting distracted. When it comes to the show, there's a blueprint. You kind of can go back and look at the history of the show and kind of see, you know, what obstacles they're going to have in certain areas and, you know, where the balance obstacle is going to be. Usually balance obstacle is super easy. You run straight through it. You don't have to take a lot of time on it, and you just have quick, fast feet, step in the middle. That seems to be the idea behind American Ninja Warrior with their balance obstacles. Nice, and he gets through the tramp jump to the pegs. That's the first time I've seen someone stop on the tramp and actually make that jump. Super excited to see. Let's see how far he's able to make it. Maybe he can make it through the pegs and tie Jamie Ron, maybe get through the Sam layer. We're gonna see what happens. But again, like I was saying with American Ninja Warrior NNL, yeah, American Ninja Warrior, I believe, lies more to my strengths because I'm able to stay a little bit more calculated and plan my approach weeks ahead, and you know, weeks, months ahead of time. I can plan my approach and really think about what it is, you know, that I need to train and where I'm going to need the most amount of strength. And here in NNL, you never know what you're going to get. Sometimes you're going to get a speed course, sometimes you're going to get an upper body gauntlet, and sometimes you're going to get a course like this that completely takes you out of the game. You think you can get through it fast, and then just completely wipes you out. So with NNL, I think it's a lot harder, honestly. You just never know what you're going to get. But it keeps you on your feet, you know. It keeps your training fresh, you know. It helps you learn what your weaknesses are. And that's what it's all about. It's just getting stronger and learning how to evolve and, you know, finding out what your weaknesses are so you can go back into the, you know, go back to the gym, go back to your home gym and figure it out what it is you need to do to get better. So yeah, that's my take on NNL and American Ninja Warrior. Come on, Tyler. Oh, and he just pumps out on the obstacle. Oh no. Daniel J. Mount, yes, I will give you the best description I can. Yeah, stage 3, you know what, it is a beast. It's one of those courses that honestly, to me personally, and you know, a lot of people may disagree with me here, I don't think it's that much different from a city finals course, to be completely honest with you. The pump that I felt, honestly, the pump that I felt in city finals, I didn't get that this year in stage 3. And when I fell on the cliffhanger, I fell due to a technique flaw. is what I was looking for. That's where I was looking for. A technique flaw on the cliffhanger, and I wasn't pumped. You know, my forearms were good. I had a lot of strength. I had a lot of gas left in the tank. My technique wasn't there on the cliffhanger. Whereas in city finals, I was very, very pumped out on the nail clipper. I had just no energy left. Even if I would have done the course over again, I don't think I would have been able to get through it at that point in time. But on stage 3 this year, for me personally, I had a technique flaw, and when I went for my transition on the cliffhanger, I was just too far away. I think if I would have swung into the cliffhanger a little bit more, because it was 9 inches pushed out, I would have done a little bit better. So stage 3 for me it's one of those courses that I think is very, very beatable. Joe Moravsky got super close this year and just had a little bit of trouble with the hooks right before the flying bar. But I think it's a course that is very, very beatable. Clearly, obviously, Isaac Caldiero and Jeff Britton were the only two to do it so far in normal competition. But personally, I think that it is beatable. I wish I would have had another chance. Hopefully I will this season in season 10 and make it all the way to stage 4. I am training. My training has been specifically geared towards stage 3 so far. I haven't put much into the other stages, which is probably not a good idea. I think I'm going to start doing that starting in January. I definitely have a game plan, but right now I'm really building up my endurance and my technique when I'm tired. Oh, no! Oh! I'm not sure what happened there. I'm not sure if his hands just gave out. I really don't know what happened there. Kevin McCormick, I have no idea what that was about. But yeah, back to what I was saying when it comes to stage 3. That's what my focus is this year, is focusing on my upper body endurance. One of the things I like to do for training for stage 3 is all hang obstacle course runs. So I will create an upper body gauntlet, and I will try and get through as many obstacles as I can without touching the ground. It's my bread and butter. So that's one of the techniques that I am using for stage 3 this year. You know what? You gotta have confidence, Braden. I do think I can make it to stage 4 this year. You know, it's just gonna come down to if I have, if it's my night. Before I jump back onto that, guys, this is Judas Ladario. I hope I'm saying his name right. He's got a huge swing. I think he's gonna do a backflip. Is he gonna do a backflip? Oh, I don't know. He was in Cleveland this year. He did the backflip. Backflip. Oh. He didn't do a backflip. I thought he was going to do it. Maybe we'll see it somewhere else. But guys, this is a very strong ninja. Like I said, this guy has done a backflip on the salmon ladder. He was the guy who gave me the idea to do it, as well as a one-arm salmon ladder transfer. It's so far the only guy I've seen do it so far. And he's flying. No!
Oh, man, dude.
He just got a little overzealous there.
Step buckle.
Oh no, guys! You got to step low on that step. Yep. Got to step low. Got to get low on that step there.
Oh man, it buckled. Wow. He tried to save it. But he fell on the side.
He tried to save it. He fell on the side. Going to try and get this back in focus. Thank you, Braden. I think I can make it there too, man. I'm training really hard on my upper body, endurance, and I'm gonna give it my all this year. I'm going for it. I think every year we have an expectation.
Team champion from last year.
I was right, you guys. I wasn't sure, but this is the team champion from last year. Yep. Tyler, dude, amazing run, man.
Thank you.
Amazing job. Go ahead and introduce yourself, dude.
Hi guys, I'm Tyler. I've been doing Ninja Warrior stuff for about 2 years now, and
you're the team champion from last season.
I am,
right?
yes.
Dude.
Awesome
I4
job,
Fitness.
Man.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. Well, you looked solid out there,
Thank
man.
you.
Here, you know what? Here, let's take a quick look. Let's take a quick look at the. Oh, hang on. We are losing the feed. I'm not sure if you guys have lost the feed, but we have lost the feed. Hang on. We're gonna see if we get it back to you. There it is. And we are good. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard right now. Tyler, you were in 3rd place. What? Okay. Dude, great job,
I cannot feel my arms right now.
Well, man, you killed it out there. Like, honestly, that was an amazing run. That's going to be tough to beat. That's going to be really tough to beat. That was an amazing run. Tell us about your run. Take us through what was going on there.
So I was actually really worried about the first obstacle because a lot of people have been going out there.
Right.
But I just trusted myself. I went 2 swings and just went for it, and it worked out really well. So after that, I was really surprised when my arms started getting really tired on the trapeze swing.
Okay.
I did not expect that, but that happened. I took like 5 or 6 swings. I thought I was only going to take 3.
Yeah.
So that threw me off. And then the trampoline Kong cat, I think it was a really good idea. Henry actually told me I should stop on the trampoline and then just try to jump from there. And
I'm not gonna lie, I was really nervous about that because I haven't seen anyone make it with that technique, with that approach. So I started to get a little nervous, but you made it look easy, man. You made it look really easy.
Yeah, I'm not very confident in my like parkour skills.
Okay.
So I wasn't really like, I was really nervous going into that where I would have to Kong on it.
Okay.
But now since I stopped, I thought I could just let my hops do the work and that would be it. So it worked out really well.
Dude, you killed that, man. That
Thank
was
you.
awesome. We were all psyched over here watching you get through that.
Thank you.
Man, and you know, for you to even make it to that net with the amount of swings that you took, because I honestly think this trapeze bar is the obstacle that is. Oh no! And Paula Morrison goes down on the first obstacle. She has qualified for the National Ninja League competition championships though, so she is good. Up next we have Joe Dubuque. Joe Dubuque, I'm sorry.
Strong.
This is gonna be a strong one. I'm super excited. And we are back, you guys. Sorry about that. We're having some technical difficulties here, but we're glad we were able to bring you back up to speed. But I was just talking to Tyler while you guys were away about the fight on the net. You know what? For me, honestly, I love seeing you guys push yourself to your limit, because I feel like if you're going to go out on an obstacle course, that's the way you want to go out. You want to find out what your weakness is. You want to fall on something silly. You don't want to fall on something that, you know, when you go back in the open gym, you can do it, 10 times, no problem. I like seeing you guys find out what your limits are, where your weaknesses are.
Yeah. Like, just like you said, like the competitions where you go out on something that you think you can do is really like hard.
So frustrating,
it's frustrating. So I just went out and I was like, I could definitely not have gotten any farther. So I'm very happy.
You're happy
with
it.
Yeah. Yes.
This is going to be a really fun run. I'm super excited to see how Joe does here.
Joe's looking really strong.
Yes, Joe is looking so strong. He's super calculated too. I like watching Joe run. You can see him really, analyzing every movement, thinking about exactly what it is he wants to do. He's not going to rush into this. Nice, easy approach, just like that right there. Now, Joe likes to fly. I have talked to him. This was the obstacle he was most looking forward to. That I knew he was looking forward to.
Going with the switch grip, that's smart. I was surprised that bar spins.
It spins.
It spins on you. I was not expecting that, but yeah.
The bar spins, so if you don't have a strong grip, it's going out of your hands.
He's got a really good swing.
He's got a really good swing. Oh, he's moving. I think he's gonna get it.
Yeah, he can.
It's just committing, and he will be fine as long as he commits to it. Oh no! You know what? It looked like that last swing he tried to calm it down a bit, and I think that's what took him out. He tried to stop that swing. Maybe it was a little intimidating when he was up there.
Really, since I was surprised too. I didn't think I was gonna have enough swing, but that bar, since the strings are so long on top of it, it really just propels you forward.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
All right, up next, you guys. This is one of the most anticipated, not one of the most anticipated runs of the night. Adam Rail. Again, this guy is a 2-time Wolfpack Ninja Tour champion. He is the Rockford Ninja Warrior champion. and overall beast. Made it to stage 2 this year, made it actually to the very last wing nut, and wasn't able to make it to the platform. So this guy is a super strong competitor, has a lot of endurance, has a lot of power. I'm super excited to see how he does here.
Yeah, a ton of strong competitors still to go.
So it's this third wave, dude. Amazing. And you're in the leaderboard right now, dude. You're in 3rd place. That's awesome, man. You think about that. That's got to make you feel like freaking awesome.
It does, yeah.
Adam Rail, you guys. Wolfpack, part of the Wolfpack, one of the athletes of the Wolfpack. Huge swing right now, no problem.
Oh
no! Too much power. Too much power.
Wow. Touched the side of the purple. He cleared it.
And that's how it goes in American Ninja Warrior, you guys.
Wow.
And that's how it goes in American Ninja Warrior. You could be out just like that. It really, no one's a guarantee, clearly. No one is a guarantee. That's a tough one. That's a tough one. No one is a guarantee. That's going to be a tough one to swallow. Yeah. And it was just like we were talking about. The obstacles that you can get through, but you just make a silly mistake. I think Adam might have taken that one for granted. I think he wasn't thinking clearly about the pendulum of his swing. He relied on his power, and he just had too much power, and it threw him too much to the right. Threw himself too much to the right.
He was well past the mat.
Yes. Up next, you guys, we have Paulina Sturpey. Hope I'm pronouncing her last name right.
Ninja for a Cure shirt, like that.
Ninja for a Cure, you guys. Super strong ninja lady here. She is going. I'm expecting a decent run out of her. She's a little off axis right now. We're gonna expect her to maybe reset and save some energy, but she's going for it. And she's gonna reset.
There you go.
She's strong, she's smart, you guys. I think she's going to figure out what she's done wrong here. She's not going to panic. She's got a calm expression on her face. So, Tyler, we've been talking about a lot of the off-season competitions lately. We've been talking about, Wolfpack Ninja Tour. We've been talking about Rockford Ninjas, ANWE. Oh, no! Paulina goes down early. Was not expecting that. I think, guys, this obstacle is getting into people's heads. This obstacle is getting into people's heads. But, Tyler, so have you done any other competitions other than NNL? I
have not.
No?
No. I wanted to try to make it up to Rockford.
Okay.
But I didn't.
Wasn't able to make it up. So you're looking in the future to maybe get up to these other, off-season. Are you thinking about doing ANWE this year?
Yes, I'm really looking. They said ANWE is going to come to New York or New Jersey.
Ooh.
So I really want to go to that.
That would be awesome. Right now, the only two confirmed cities that we have are Phoenix and San Diego right now. So I would love. That would be great
New York,
for it to come to New York, New Jersey, and not have that far for us to drive. We're part of the New Jersey Ninja crew. So it would be great if they brought it over, even the Philadelphia area. If they were bringing it over there, that'd be great too. It's amazing having these off-season comps because in prior years that we've only had American Ninja Warrior to kind of look up to, and then just training.
And that's just once a year.
That's just once a year, and then you got to wait that whole year out, until you get to do something else. But now we have NNL, we have so many NNL, Wolfpack, ANWE, Rockford. We have so many off-season, comps.
And I love the NNL because it's not just in one place.
Yes,
it's all over.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
And this is interesting. I was actually talking about this earlier. What's your take on the contrast between NNL and American Ninja Warrior? Personally, I think my talents lie more towards American Ninja Warrior because I'm a very calculated ninja. I like to have a plan weeks, months, forever in advance. And she is very off axis right now. This is Danielle Malkin. She needs to reset. And I think, yep, she got the memo. She's going to reset. Yeah. But Tyler, like I was saying, I think my talents lie more towards American Ninja Warrior, the TV show, because I like having a game plan. And you get to go back, and with American Ninja Warrior, you get to stream it back on Hulu, and you get to watch the shows and kind of figure out where the direction is with American Ninja Warrior, you know, where they're going with the show, the obstacles that they're going to use, you know, the balanced obstacles that they have had, how the show keeps evolving. You kind of, you know, you can kind of see the wheels turning in the developers' heads of which obstacles they might do next, and you can train for it. You know where the pump's going to come from. You can create an obstacle course, mold it out of something you've seen on TV.
Like the number-wise? Like,
exactly. And then you get to look at other athletes and see their time through the course. You get to challenge yourself against that. It's easy to replicate those obstacles in the gym. With NNL, though, you can't do it. You don't know what's coming because each obstacle course is created from the imagination of that owner or, you know, the employees of the gym. Exhibit A here with our course. This is a lot of, you know, my idea and Chris Wilczewski's idea. But then you might get a course like a speed course from, you know, Jamie Ron. True. You know, so what's your thought on the contrast? Where would your talents lie?
I still have 5 years
until you can do the show. Guys, let's think about this for a second. Tyler's in 3rd place right now with some of the top ninjas in the game, and he still has 5 years until he can be on the show. Basically, I don't want to compete with this guy, so I need to hurry up and make it to stage 4. But yeah, no, tell me, what would, if you were competing to that? Oh no, Danielle goes down. But yeah, tell me, man, what would your, what do you think your talents would lie?
I probably have to agree with you on American Ninja Warrior just because of the fact that you know the steps are going to be first. Yep. You know that like a smaller upper body obstacle is going to be second. Yep. And then balance third, and then like pumpy from then on out. Exactly. So you can replicate like a course that you think you're going to have well in advance. Yep. So yeah, I do like that.
It's something I've been thinking about. You know, I had such a great season this year on American Ninja Warrior, but then I come out to NNL, I'm just like, what is going on? I'm not able to figure it out. I'm just like, I'm not able to figure it out. And then I really sat down and I thought about it. I'm like, why can't I get NNL? Like, why can't I figure these obstacles out? And it occurred to me, I just thought, you know what? It's always changing. I don't know how to plan for NNL, whereas American Ninja Warrior, there is a clear blueprint. NNL, you don't have that. So I think that just told me that I need to work on my adaptability when it comes to you know, the NNL and just obstacles in general. I need to learn how to adapt it better. So it's, you know, it's interesting. There's 2 different dynamics when it comes to NNL and American Ninja Warrior, but it makes it interesting too. It really shows you who is overall just a top athlete in both. And guys, I am very, very excited for this run right now. This is Michael Torres. Spoiler alert, he is part of the Phoenix Force this year on Team Ninja Warrior, renamed Ninja versus Ninja. I'm super excited for this run. He's got a huge swing going. You know I'm rooting for this guy right now. I'm a little biased, but you know, it's okay. He's on my team for Ninja versus Ninja.
And just to tell you guys how hard this course was, I ran 20 minutes ago and my arms are still pumped.
Yes. Yes. Guys, look at Torres here. He's sticking his tongue out to the camera. Super calm here on this obstacle. And like I said, this guy is my teammate on Ninja versus Ninja right now, so you know I'm rooting for him. Super smooth. He is going for time here. He's going for time. You know what? I'm not going to lie. This worries me a little bit. I know Torres has got a lot of endurance. He's got a lot of stamina. Trust me, I saw in a tank. You guys are going to be very impressed with him. Grip. Yes, also does false grip. You guys are going to be super impressed with him on Ninja versus Ninja. Oh, wow. Do not miss it. He looks like he's trying to go right for the top of Bertha. Nice. Easy. Right up to the top.
He is flying.
This is why I chose him for my team. You guys are gonna be very, very impressed to see him on Ninja versus Ninja this year, guys. I can't stop talking about it. Now I can't throw anything out there, but this guy is definitely someone to look out for. He is going to be a force to be reckoned with. No problem on the mini tramp here. He's going right through the pegboard here. No problem straight through. You can see him breathing here. He's really, really taking the air in his lungs here. It's moving through super smooth, though. Super smooth. Torres is a beast, you guys. Michael Torres, he is such a strong ninja. Super excited to see him run right now. All right, this is where you went down, Tyler,
this
right
is where
here.
I went down.
Let's see how
he has looked
Michael
a lot
does.
better than I did up to this point.
Up to this point, though,
So,
you know, he's been moving pretty quickly, so it's going to be interesting to see how much gas he has left in the tank. He's doing really well right now. Doesn't look like he's slowing down.
Yeah, he does not
gotta
look
make
tired.
Got to make it to that pole, and he does it.
Yep.
So far, that is going to put. No! No! Oh my goodness! Oh!
He stepped
off the course. You guys, speed, and you know, we were saying it earlier. This was actually a joke, but we were saying it earlier. The name of this obstacle course is "Please do not fail this obstacle."
Yeah.
Oh no, he was going too fast. He was looking super strong. Oh no. That would be that mental game. Guys, we're going to take a look at the leaderboard. That is going to put Michael in second place right now. It's going to put Daniel Champagne in third, and it's going to put Tyler in fourth. Oh, and guys, like I was saying earlier, this is my Ninja versus Ninja teammate. We have him over here right now. Michael, what happened, dude? You were looking solid out there.
I don't know. I mean, I was
just speeding through it.
Yeah, I was just going through, and I looked over at the refs. I was like, "Hey, I'm good." And they were like, "Yeah, you're good." And instead of following, the big, bright yellow mat that was in front of me, I just stepped off for some reason.
Right, and as we were saying this, I was saying this earlier to you guys. As you can see, I chose this guy on my team for a reason. Michael was the fastest to this obstacle, and had he not stepped off the mat and would have made it to the salmon ladder, he would have been in first place. He would have been in first place. Up, and we are off. Hang on a second, guys. I'm going to let Michael talk to you for a quick second and give you guys a new battery pack so we can get the stream back up and running.
Yeah, so something as simple as a temporary lapse in judgment is all it takes sometimes. Obviously, I wasn't thinking, but that's the game. You just got to stay focused. Not always strength-based. It's mental too. But you win some, you lose some. I'm still coming away happy because I wasn't really pumped.
Oh, no.
I wasn't really pumped at all.
And we're back.
I kept breathing and just felt good. I felt like I was having a really good run.
And up on the course right now, you guys, we have Julian McConnell. He has not qualified, so I'm interested to see how he does here. He has not qualified yet. But yeah, Michael, like we were saying, dude, I was like, I chose this kid for a reason. I think you all are going to be very impressed with this run. You were flying through. Like I said, you were the fastest to that obstacle. Had you gotten through, you would have been in first place. Right now, you're in second. That's going to be tough to beat. People, you have now turned this into a speed competition up to that point. You have now turned it into a speed comp up to that point.
Man,
And Julian goes down at the trapeze swing. I don't think he just underestimated the amount of power he was going to need and went down a little early.
I was attempting to.
I really thought you were going to finish that course.
I felt good. I felt really good. Just
yeah, you look great.
Lapse in judgment. And
I'm gonna go
not hearing the rules clearly.
Okay, Tyler is going to now follow our next competitor on deck, Henry. He is Ninja for a Cure.
Yeah, before I leave, I just want to say hi, Mom.
See you later, man. Thanks for talking to us. Michael, take a seat, man. We got my Ninja versus Ninja teammate Michael Torres here sitting with us right now. We're going to be watching Henry Ninja for a Cure. I'm super excited to see this run.
Yeah, let's see what Henry's got.
Guys, Henry is tall. I'm not sure if you can't really see it from the angle of the camera, but this is a big, for any of you guys who have never seen Henry in person, he is a big man. He is a big man. His angle is not right. His angle isn't right now. He's got to reset. There you go. Does anybody know how tall Henry is? How tall is Henry?
What is he, 6'4"?
6'4"?
6'3"? He's, whatever it is, he's tall.
Do we know how tall Henry is? How tall is Henry?
6'4", 6'5"? Yeah, I thought it was
6'4"?
6'4".
6'4", guys. Henry is 6'4". He's a big ninja. Big ninja.
6'4", 6'5".
All right, looks like his angle's better. Looks like his angle's better here, but he's got to get off because it looks like his angle's getting off again. He's going to need to reset. Guys, 6'4". Yes, we have confirmed that Henry is 6'4", you guys. And shredded.
Dude, you should only...
6'4" and shredded. Guys, we were talking about this earlier. The athletes who have been having trouble with this are running straight off of the black mat. They need to angle themselves to the right. So let's see if he figures it out. Still ran off a little straight. He needs to run off to the right to have better luck with this obstacle. Here it is, though. This looks good. Let go.
Oh, backwards.
Come on, Henry. Come on. Come on. Come on, Henry.
Straighten out right now. He's got to
shake out.
Wait, what if he just jumps it? You think he'll make it?
You know what?
That's too far for a grab.
We saw a couple of the teams make the jump. Can Henry do it? I think his legs are long enough.
Hey, Drew. Drew, don't step there. No, where I step.
Higher on the rope. Work the pendulum.
There you go.
There you go. That's it. That's better. Go get it. Come on.
Come on, Henry.
Come on.
Oh. I think he pumped himself out. I think he was a little gassed out.
Yeah, body control is huge.
It's huge. It's huge. Up next, you guys, we have Karen Hart coming off of a leg injury. I'm not sure how many of you guys follow her on social media, but she had a nasty fall in the woods, and oh God, you saw that, right? Her Instagram
that was brutal.
It was nasty.
What was it? 6 weeks later, she was up and back to recovery?
And going, yes. And guys, when I tell you that this gash that she left in her leg was nasty, I mean, it was gruesome. You guys, if you can, search Karen Hart on social media. Take a look at her Instagram. You will see what I'm talking about. She's coming off of an injury, so I'm super excited to see how she does. I'm pretty sure this is her first NNL comp since her injury.
Yeah, that injury was almost that equivalent to a shark bite. That's
yes,
kind of what it looked like. Crazy. This girl's got some. She's got some heart.
We repeat, a shark bite. It was that bad. Nice! And that is our third clear for females. So we now have 3 female clears on the very first obstacle. This automatically puts her in the top 3. Automatically puts her in the top 3 for the females. Oh my goodness!
Yeah. Nice
wow,
save. Grabbing
that
the
was
bottom
impressive.
Of the bungees.
That was very impressive. Nice, Karen.
Just like I was saying earlier, she's got heart.
As you guys can see, that was nice. I like that. Karen Hart's got heart. As you guys can see, she hasn't lost a step. So strong, coming off of an injury and so strong. Oh, and just loses grip and just loses her grip in her forearms there and comes off of the cannonball. But still, what an amazing run. Only the 3rd female today to get past the first obstacle, and not only that, but have a save on the bungees, which is super hard to do. Not easy at all. Not easy at all. And we're gonna take a look up here. What's up, you guys?
Oh man, Drew Dreschel. Here we go.
Oh my goodness, I am so excited. Now, this is probably the most anticipated run of the night. Drew Dreschel, the man, the myth, the legend, the real life ninja, Drew Dreschel. I am so excited to see this run. This is when I started watching American Ninja Warrior, season 6. And I was instantly a fan of this guy, a fan of him. It was guys like Drew, Flip, who else? Elliot Hall, you know, who else? Who else can I think of? Joe Morawski. These guys were the reason that I got into the sport. Watching them compete, they're amazing athletes. Super excited to see what Drew does here.
Come on, Drew.
1 and done. How about that?
No problem. huge, massive, massive. No problem. Super smooth here. Nothing big.
Nice.
No problem.
Nice use of that wall.
And guys, this is what we were talking about earlier. This is another example of veteran experience. How many athletes have we seen go towards that wall and not even think to use it? Drew did it, not even thinking about it. And now he's up onto the bar, he's up onto the trapeze swing. Let's see how he does here. I don't think he's gonna have a problem with it. This guy has beaten me in the shelf grab, so yeah, I think he's good on laches. And this is Drew's wheelhouse here. He loves to fly. Another reason why I love this guy so much. No problem. Huge swing. Actually looked like he needed to tone it down a bit. Right up to the unstable bridge. And right now, guys, he's sailing. He is looking strong. All right, now he's gonna do the Kong mini tramp to the pegboard here. We're gonna see how he does. Taking a bit of a breather. Drew is very calculated in his approach. He knows when he needs to tone it down and when he needs to pick it up. No problem. Huge air off the mini tramp. And he's going to go with the overhand approach. We saw Michael Torres here do that. One of the only 2 athletes to do that approach. And goes right away. Wow. This guy has so much power, guys. Like I said, Drew was one of the reasons that I got into American Ninja Warrior. So it's amazing to see his run here. No problem. Huge reaches, making it look easy. And as soon as he comes off, this puts Drew. This immediately puts Drew in first place, I believe. Yes, Drew is now in first place. Now he's got to get through the salmon ladder. Shaking out the arms here. Come on, Joe, do it. Taking a nice, easy approach. Getting the air back in his lungs. Let's see how he does here on the salmon ladder. I think he's going to have a problem with it. Very seasoned athlete here, you guys. All right, this was where Jamie Ron pumped out, you guys. Let's see how Drew does. No problem. Nice. Right to the rope. And Drew is the very first athlete to make it this far. This immediately puts him in first place. Guys, this is exciting. Let's see. Are we going to have the first clear of the night for the adult competition? Amazing. Effortless getting up the 12-foot wall. Usually on the show, guys, we're doing a 14-foot 6 warp wall. They're only doing a 12-foot wall tonight, so I don't think they're gonna have a problem with it when they get there. Right up to the cannonball. This is the last obstacle, you guys. He just has to make it here to the yellow. Oh no! Oh no! Huh.
Nope, one arm.
What?
That's ridiculous.
No problem. And the very first clear of the night, Drew Dreschel. Wow. Drew just put on a clinic, you guys. Wow. And that's why he is the real life ninja. He lives up to his name, the real life ninja. Amazing, amazing run. And for our other athletes out there, don't worry, Drew has already qualified. As a matter of fact, our top athletes right now have qualified. We're going to take you over to the leaderboard so we can see the new standings. First place, Drew Dreschel. Second place, Jamie Ron. And third place, Michael Torres. I believe Michael and Drew. Michael, you've already qualified, correct?
I'm already qualified.
Yes, Drew has already qualified as well. Jamie is not qualified, so he is going to be taking one of those spots, but we have 2 more spots open for qualifier. And now we're gonna take you back to the competition. Guys, I'm super excited for this run. This is Zach Day. This is another ninja that we are all gonna have to look out for once he comes of age. Zach is what, 18, 19?
I believe he's 18 now.
He's 18 years old, so he's still got a couple of years left to go. But if anybody can get through this course, Zach is one of those guys. So let's see how he does. Oh, he looks like he's off axis here. Looks like he's off there. He's going to have to reset. Zach has a lot of power, you guys, so that can, as we saw with Adam Rail, when you have a lot of power, sometimes that can come back to bite you in the butt. All right. Looks like he's got a better angle here. That's it. Go. No! And throws himself off to the side, could not figure out the axis of the swing. That is surprising. Two strong athletes, Adam Rail and Zach Day, both going out on the first obstacle. It's just, you know what? I think when it comes to Zach Day and Adam Rail, these guys, I don't think unless you guys have seen these two athletes in person, it's hard to understand the amount of power that they both have. Just unprecedented power that these two athletes possess, and sometimes it can be hard controlling it, as we see with the two of these guys.
Also, just goes to show you can't overlook just one obstacle.
Exactly.
You can get anybody at any time.
Anybody at any time. That is, I mean, Jeff Britton said it best. Everybody falls. You know, the guy who in season 7 went the distance, the only American Ninja Warrior athlete to complete all of the courses in a normal season competition, completed city qualifiers, completed city finals, completed all 4 stages, and then in season 8 fell on stage 1. Anybody can go out on these courses, you guys. Nobody's a guarantee. And right now we have Paul Sarpong. I hope I'm saying his name right. I don't know this guy. I've never seen this guy compete, so it's going to be interesting to see how he does. Looking pretty strong right now. He's got a straight line going. He needs to angle his body to the right. There you go.
Dude, does he work for the post office?
I think he does. I think he works for the post office, the mailman ninja. We also have another mailman ninja. How many mailman ninjas do we have?
I know of 2.
I know of 2, and now I know of. This makes him the 3rd mailman ninja I know.
Dude.
Oh, it looks like he's having trouble with the technique here. Looks like he's having trouble with the technique. Like we were saying earlier, guys, you have to angle your body to the right. It doesn't look like he's figuring it out yet.
Foot just tapped on the ground.
Oh, did his foot tap on the ground?
Yeah.
Oh. That's tough, man. Going out on the first obstacle is just not fun. It's not fun at all.
Every one of us have done it.
Every one of us have done it at one point or another. All right, you guys, up next on deck we have Justin Conway. Justin Conway runs New York Ninja, right? New York Ninja, is that the right? Brooklyn Zoo. Yep. Super interested to see how he does. This is another very strong ninja. Has competed on the show. He's done just a strong athlete in general, you guys. Has Justin qualified? Huh?
Has not qualified. Justin has not qualified.
Justin has not qualified.
Let's see how he does.
Let's see how he does.
Whoa, he's got that
super huge swing.
Whoa.
Holy smokes.
Don't hit the wall.
Wow. You start to get a little worried. I don't know about you, but I start to get worried when I see athletes go for huge swings, especially after Adam Rail's run. But Justin was able to figure it out. He put himself back on course right where he needed to be. Getting a huge pump on this obstacle here. Skips.
Nice. No need of a nunchuck.
Yep, didn't even need the nunchuck. Skips it, no problem. All right, here we go. Let's see how he does through this parkour run here.
No problem.
No problem. Onto the trapeze swing. Now, this is going to be interesting. I'm really excited to see how Justin does here because I know at Brooklyn Zoo they train a lot of parkour type obstacles. This is not very parkour. This is more technical, more gymnastics and acrobatic based. So we'll see what happens here. But he doesn't have any problems with it at all. He is building a huge swing. Let's see how he does here. I think he's going to go on the next one. Let's see. No problem at all. Like I said, guys, Justin is a strong athlete. He's one of the ninjas to look out for. I think he's going to do really well here. Shaking the arms out. Maybe a little fatigued. Right up to the unstable bridge, no problem. And now we're going to come over to the Kong, to the mini tramp. I'm expecting Justin to do well here. Like I said, he runs Brooklyn Zoo, and they train a lot of parkour type obstacles, so I'm super excited to see how he does here. And he's got to get ready to go on this mini tramp. No! His chest was just leaned a little too far forward, and it sent him hurtling straight into the mat there, right into the wall.
It also looked like he hit the padding at the bottom.
Yes. Yeah, didn't get a great jump off that mini tramp at all. And up next, we have Greg Swartz, who has also not qualified. Interesting. We'll give you guys a quick look over at the leaderboard just so you guys can keep it fresh in your mind. First place, Drew Dreschel. Second place, Jamie Ron. Third place, Michael Torres. 2 of the top 3 have already qualified. 2 of the top 3 have already qualified, you guys, so they will go to the next spots. All right, let's see how Greg Swartz does here. I'm super interested to see how he does. Greg, interestingly enough, he showed me a challenge that I could not get through at New Era. I know he trains at New Era, and he has a challenge there that if you guys all go check it out, it is super hard. Apparently he, along with Ernest Phillips and Joe Moravsky, are the only 3 people to ever get through this challenge. So he's super strong. It is an upper body challenge. I don't want to give it away just yet, but it is an upper body challenge, and it involves a vertical limit. It is. Remember that. Yes, wow. It is basically. You know what? I'm gonna give it away. I think he'll appreciate it. It is a lache to a vertical limit, and it is not easy, you guys. When I tell you, I must have tried this. Oh, got a little Mike Bernardo and Ryan Stratus action happening over here with the backslap. But yeah, I tried this challenge and I could not get it, and they are the only 3 people to do it. So I know he has the upper body strength. It's going to be interesting to see if he has the endurance. We know he has the power, but does he have the endurance? We're going to find out, and the technique. So Torres, man, tell us about, we were talking earlier about these off-season competitions. I want to get your take on them. Have you gotten to do Wolfpack or Rockford Ninja, anything like that? Have you gotten to do any of the off-season comps, or do you plan on doing any off-season comps, ANWE, anything like that?
I've unfortunately not gotten the chance to try out Wolfpack or Rockford just for the matter of work and scheduling conflicts, but you know, there's something that's definitely on my list and something I have planned for the future for all 3, Rockford Ninja Warrior, Wolfpack, and ANWE. They're all on my sites, and you know, it's something to just keep me fresh and keep me on my toes.
I talked about this. Oh no! Technique. I was talking about this earlier with Tyler. I brought it up because it was something. NNL, I have a history of falling early in NNL, and I have a history and a reputation for falling on balance obstacles in NNL. I get really, really frustrated because I come off of this great season of American Ninja Warrior, and I just can't seem to get it together with NNL. I sat down, I thought about it, and I just realized that I am a very methodical ninja. I like to plan, I like to have, I like to be able to sit, plan, and just know exactly what it is I'm going to do and what I have to train for. With NNL, you don't get the chance to do that because all of these courses are made up from the imagination of the owners and its employees. How do you feel about it? Do you think your talents lie in the show or here for NNL? Where do your talents lie? And before I have you answer that, guys, I just want you all to know we are on our last competitor right here, Jonathan Cooley, who has not qualified yet and goes right into it. Holy smokes.
He's a man on a mission.
He might be surprising us here. That's the fastest I've seen anyone go right. Oh, no. But he makes it through.
He got past that imaginary line.
Right there. But yeah, go ahead and tell us, what's your take on that, Michael?
So I prefer to be, you know, on American Ninja Warrior, but I think I enjoy these NNLs just as much because you never know what you're gonna get. So you have to train for anything and everything.
So you like the unpredictable nature of NNL.
Right, and I think that, you know, training for all that kind of stuff makes it so that when I go for the show, I'm, you know, running a structured course is going to make it that much easier because I'm going to be, you know, the fact that I'm training for NNL and prepared for anything.
Right.
I'm going to have an absolute clear mindset, and you know, it's going to be, I'm just going to have a clear mind when I get to the course.
Looked like his foot clipped the top of the vault box there, and that does it for our third wave. But yeah, tell us again.
So yeah, I mean, I really enjoy the unpredictable nature.
Yeah, I have trouble with that word too. Don't worry about it.
Unpredictable nature of the NNLs because it gives you, you know, you have to train your body to prepare for anything.
Yes.
And if I feel like you're prepared for anything, when you go on the show, you'll be able to go at it with a clear mind and be confident and just be able to perform your best without the nerves.
That makes sense. That makes sense. Let's take a quick look at the leaderboard. First place, it looks like we have Drew Dreschel, Jamie Ron in second place, and Michael Torres in third. Michael, I knew I chose you on my team for a good reason. Good job,
Thanks,
dude.
Man. Thanks,
good
Captain.
job, man.
Thanks, Captain.
So what happened is I met with the board of directors, the members that happened to be here, and what we decided is we're going to review the first obstacle and see which women they should prefer this off the ropes and dismount. So we're going to be doing a review. Hopefully we'll have the results to you tonight. It's a lot of videos to review, so we can't get it during the hour.
Very, very cool. All right, so guys, that does it for our NNL. We are going to we're gonna have a quick, quick words from our sponsor,
I did that for you.
and we're gonna bring you back when we go through the awards ceremony, and we will be back shortly after that.
Are we skipping the meeting so you can do reviews?
No.
Okay, let me know.
Cool. We're going to throw on video from the advertisers. I'm going to tell people that, and then we'll sign off after. You already did?
That last beep is when you're going to begin. Thanks to NinjaWorks. Check them out.
Okay, this time forward with our buzzer and the activating of lights. They got the beeping noises. This is full-on official NinjaWorks, the ultimate in ninja timing systems.
If you're a Ninja Warrior gym owner, I highly recommend you check out the NinjaWorks system. Go to ninjaworks.com, the ultimate in ninja timing systems.
I think it's one of the best things that a gym could purchase as far as like giving the consumer the real experience for Ninja Warrior. There really is nothing else like it on the market, and nobody else does it better than NinjaWorks.
If you got a gym and you want to set yourself up with some of the most legit stuff like the show, you got to hit up NinjaWorks.
Definitely a must for any ninja gym if you want to be a serious ninja gym.
Hey YouTube, so Chris Wilczewski here. Earlier on the channel we posted an unboxing video for the Warrior Life gear. Cool bunch of ninja stuff that's sold on Amazon for a pretty reasonable price. It basically had a couple of nunchucks, some cannonball type stuff, and some bungees, something that I have been having trouble finding for my gym. Anyways though, I hung some of it up and we're actually going to test it out. So right now I have the 1.5 inch nunchucks and what I believe are the 2 inch nunchucks. So we're going to give them a go and see how they feel. So that was the first run. No chalk, no warm up. Felt a little bit slick, but for those of you who know me, I'm pretty terrible at vertical grip. So we're gonna try it again, but we're gonna put some chalk on this time and see how it feels. Cool, so those feel a lot better with chalk, much grippier. So I'm actually gonna switch out the chucks and we're gonna go over to the cannonballs and the bungees. Whew. So, I don't know if you saw, but those bungees have a lot of give, making them pretty difficult, but I'm pretty sure that's why the bungees are a difficult obstacle, is because they give a lot and it makes you sink, so you gotta make sure to grab high up. I'm gonna give it another go and see what it feels like. So earlier I was actually worried about the tension being too much. It's actually a lot, and I don't know if that's just because I'm such a heavy ninja, or if these are really tough. So I'm actually going to double two of them up and then see how it feels that way. So doubled up, I had almost no give at all. I pretty much stayed in the exact same spot. So I think it's kind of a matter of preference. Do you want to sink really low, or do you want to kind of stay in the same spot? Definitely more difficult when you only have the one. Alright guys, so final verdict on the Warrior Life Gear. I feel like it's a really affordable solution for grip training. Everything is super great. It feels just like Atomic or 3-ball would. I wouldn't be able to really tell the difference. The bungees are also an awesome addition. I had a little bit of trouble with them, but I'm not that great at bungees. And bungees are something that's hard to find, so you can get it from the Warrior Life guys. And one thing that I love about these is they don't hold the same weight as the Atomic or the 3-ball ones. It's hollow on the inside, so if you were to get bopped in the head or something, it feels a little bit better than it would with the other ones. So definitely a great training tool, guys. You can check them out on Amazon. I want to thank Tim from Main Warrior Gym for sending us this stuff. And again, it's Warrior Life Gear. And if anybody else wants to send us free products to try out and sample, let us know.